Welcome to Miss.sheeena's world. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Friend recently told me that a lot of what I wear is very 2016. So I was like, okay, fine. And I reluctantly went on Instagram to follow like fashion influencers to see what's in style. A lot of them are doing like millennial makeovers where they take a millennial 2016 outfit and give it an update. I still like the millennial outfit so much better. Like, you mean to tell me this is cuter than this? This is hella cute. I give up.
Anyone else watching the videos about millennials and Gen Z going about fashion? Because Gen Z are saying that we have fashion blindness, and little do they know that what they're wearing now that we used to wear when we were their age. I can literally go down in my basement and find stuff that they're wearing now that I put away since then. I don't know why I'm holding on to it. Anyhow, actually I was going to give it to my niece. But yeah, so they're actually wearing everything that we wore. Remember Aaliyah rocked the boat, all that, the baggy pants, the short top. We did it. We've done it. So that's why at this age, we don't care about trends because we've done it. Right now, we just know, we know our style and know what we like. And we're just wearing that because we don't need to follow a trend or prove anything to anyone. We're comfortable with who we are and dressing exactly how we like. So Gen Z, you're welcome. We started all this for you, and now you get to take it to the next level. Look at our old photos and you'll see. Bye.
In defense of the millennials who cannot tell they look their own age, the ones who think they look like teenagers, you have to understand something about us. We were sent very specific images of teenagers that were just flat out incorrect, okay? Every generation, when they are preteens and older children, decides, I want to be a teenager. And when I'm a teenager, this is what I should look like. So we did. Clueless, where Stacey Dash was like 30 in this movie. We watched this literal vampire play a teenager for almost 3 decades. You couldn't tell me 28-year-old Denise Richards wasn't what a teenager was supposed to look like. So millennials think we look like teens, because we do look like the grown adult Gen Xers who played teens when we were kids in movies. We also stopped smoking indoors and wearing sunscreen. There's a method to what I'm saying here. We have a whole distortion.
I don't care what Gen Z has to say. Nothing beats millennial style. My boots up to the thighs, my jeans skinny and skin tight, my hoops gold and big as hell, and I look better than half of these 18. All right, no, I really don't, but I look good.
We need to have a conversation about millennial age blindness, because as a millennial who has age blindness, I think there's more of us out there, and I'm just trying to lean into the fact that I actually don't look as young as I think I look. And there are moments when I see my peers and I'm like, there's no way. We don't look the same age. She looks so much older than me. But then I will say something like, yeah, I've got a 14-year-old. And they're like, mm-hmm. And then I slide in, I'm 43. And they're like, cool. And then I scroll on TikTok and I'm like, oh, at least I don't use like a filter. I'm not using a Snapchat filter. Look at me. I'm so self-righteous and so young looking. I think the reality is I look 43. And I'm coming to a place where I'm okay with that. Because I can look 43 and still have good skin and be in good shape and be fun to be around. So if you also have millennial age blindness, it's okay. Enjoy today, because before we know it, we're gonna be 53.
Does any other millennial feel the struggle of trying to keep up with fashion trends? And as soon as you get your skinny jean right, well, then we're on to straight leg, and then we're on to boyfriend jeans, and then we're on to boot cut, now flare jeans. And you're like, I just got rid of my flare jeans. I didn't know those were cool anymore, and now they are cool again. And so I just decided I'm surrendering it. I'm about to turn 36. I don't need to be fashionable. I will just wear my skinny jeans, my riding boots, or my UGG boots, or whatever used to be cool and isn't cool anymore, but one day will be cool again, and people will be like, wow, she's really trendy, but really I'm just wearing 20-year-old clothes. I give up. I give up!
Hi, how is it?
It's amazing, but wait, can you talk for a sec?
How are you, Susie?
I'm good, I just have anxiety. Are you sure it's safe here?
I don't want to hear another Gen Z person talking about millennials when your entire identity is stolen from millennials. I saw 2 videos today. One of somebody trying to sell me a Von Dutch hat online on TikTok shop, which was out of control. And then I saw a girl who was talking about this cool new velour tracksuit, and it was like a Juicy Couture knockoff. And I'm like, cool and new don't go in the same sentence as Von Dutch and Juicy Couture. I've never seen a group of people who have no identity and talk so much about the generation who actually identifies the most with them and cares the most about the world that we live in and the world that they will inherit than Gen Z. It's insane that you can dress like me. You're wearing Jenko jeans, you're wearing Maurice Francois Gibaud, you're wearing Hot Topic-esque clothing, and your lingo is all created by us, and now you're calling it TikTok lingo, and you don't even realize how dumb you look because you're trying to be me. So until you guys can formulate your own sense of style, your own sense of lingo, your own sense of identity, stop coming for us. Because me and my friends were in the club getting low with Usher and Lil Jon. Me and my friends were in the club wearing business attire with rhinestone Von Dutch hats on. Me and my friends were in the club going in dry, coming out wet, because we lived that life that you're trying to emulate. Wasn't a fad for us. Y'all have no idea what it was like to be outside with a Nextel on your clip, chirping in the club with a sidekick typing on AIM. All right? Figuring out what we were gonna do next. All we had was free nights and weekends, and we didn't have text messaging or data. We had small edge, then we had large edge, then we had LTE, and by that time everybody had Blackberries. Y'all don't know about that life. You were born with the internet. You were born influenced by everything on the internet. We were the last generation to actually cultivate a culture, cultivate a generational reach. So stop talking shit about us, because if you did know anything about us, you would know that we're the ones that care about you. Bye.
I fear Gen Z is getting gypped on their stilettos in the club era. I just don't see Gen Z waving their hands in the air like they just don't care. Wearing 6-inch platform stilettos and a dress so short that your neon $1 thong from Wet Seal is showing every time you drop it low is just something I feel every generation should experience. When I say clubbing, I don't mean getting a section. I mean walking into a packed nightclub, going directly to the center of the dance floor and dropping it low with your girls all night till you are dripping in sweat and a random man is humping your leg. Boomers had their disco era. Gen X had their like underground rave era. We had the Jersey Shore era. We are fist pumping in the club. Do you know what it feels like to be in the nightclubs when Lady Gaga came out for the very first time? Katy Perry dropped for the very first time. Nicki Minaj Super Bass was playing. I specifically remember standing on the balcony at Opera Nightclub, throw my hands up in the air sometimes, singing ayo, and the whole club, yeah. Guess I see like Alex Earl going to the clubs, but for the most part, all I'm seeing is sneakers and kitten heels and dive bars, and that's okay, I guess. Stiletto pumps in the club. Does that mean nothing to you? Gen Z, it's time to start bumping and grinding. You don't want to be the generation that's known for Lululemon.
I don't care what that hoe she